This is Twit. Oh, this is, I had heard the #1 social media with kids. Would that be the case? Or?
I think it is. So TikTok was formerly Musical.ly, which we've talked about on this show.
They acquired Musical.ly.
Yes. So if your kids have a Musical.ly account, they automatically have a TikTok account.
Now, what's interesting about this is it's a Chinese company. Mm-hmm. And, we're all talking all the time, adults, about Chinese espionage and how you shouldn't buy Chinese networking gear from Huawei and ZTE because that gives them an insight into our habits and gives them industrial espionage capabilities. Meanwhile, the teenagers are just saying, "Blah, here, have everything, China. It's all yours." TikTok.
So here's
what do you do on TikTok?
Here's what TikTok looks like on the Pixel slate that I'm still using. It's like Vine. You make very short videos, but then they're dubbed with overlaid with music.
So that's what Musical.ly was lip syncing.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what So
they're still doing that basically. Look at how international it is.
Yes.
Though. TikTok, real short videos make every second count. So this is interesting because Vine went away. Mm-hmm. Their big competitor Periscope which is more like not short but live streaming. That got acquired by Twitter. Twitter's got big plans for Periscope apparently. But Vine went away, and yet there's companies coming along all the time duplicating Vine. Mm-hmm. All right, so the first thing I have to do is turn my iPad sideways. Okay. TikTok. Welcome to TikTok. Accept and continue.
Does it ask if you're 13?
Let me turn it up. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can.
I don't know.
Cause I'm stepping on my toes, but I don't stop. I make flips out of my floss.
Oh, see, I could learn how to do the floss dance.
I don't know.
So, presumably she made it with his at a Starbucks, and she got him to...
Yeah, unless they're friends. Okay, so then it starts over.
So, yeah, over and over and over.
Okay,
so there we go. We get an idea. Now, I can follow Jessica. Tesla's in space. My guess is she's a TikTok superstar. I wish it would go sideways.
I wish it would, too. Don't do that.
It doesn't help, does it? I don't know.
So that was I've seen much
Should I watch some? This is her. Apparently, she does everything at a Starbucks. So
is that a Starbucks? That's why I wonder, is it a Starbucks ad?
Oh, see, this is what you have to watch out for.
Whoa.
That's not possible. She's the Starbucks is so good, she's weightless. Okay, that's kind of cool. So this is very much like Vine, except a kind of a heavy musical.
Right. And there's spoken word ones, too, that people lip sync to.
Okay, let me find some other. Oh, I need a TikTok account to continue.
Or you could just sign in with your Facebook account.
Gee, it's a shame I don't have one. Or Twitter. I do have a Google account, but I don't want to. I guess I can give them my Google. Give me your Google. Remember, when you do that, you're giving them all the information. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't use my Gmail account. What's my birthday? See, this is where they make sure that you're not born yesterday.
Right.
Look, we're going to watch. I always hate the fact that I have to spin this year dial for a long time.
I feel like it's going to be like, are you sure? Are you sure you're in the right place?
Really, Leo? You're just not. You're okay. I don't know. Okay, well, apparently they really want. Okay, so that's me. I am now.
You could create
Leo Laporte 546.
So this is the important thing. They can go just to watch, or they can go to create. And creating, I love the idea that there's a creative aspect in this.
I'm going to shoot my first short video.
Shoot a video.
Allow access to camera. Okay. Allow access to microphone. What should we do?
Are you going to choose a music or just say?
Or do you choose the music first?
Yeah, right down there.
It says add a sound. No, I'll do that after.
Okay. But you don't want to lip sync to it?
Oh. TikTok would like access to my photos. Doing it with Big Boy. Should I do that? Say meow meow. Okay.
You kind of have to know the words.
Yeah. So that's where it's kind of like musically.
Is there a Lady Gaga song that you know the words to? Oh, that's a good
okay, we don't need words. Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So... So it slows it down so that you can, so it's easier to lip sync.
Okay, so this is my first TikTok video. I think that's pretty darn good. Okay, see, you're laughing.
I know,
now,
totally.
Is this public? Yes. This is interesting. So you do have the chance to choose comments off. By default, comments are not off. That's confusing. Disable duet react? No, whatever that is. I don't want to disable that.
No.
And now, here's some tips in Chinese. What the heck? Can anybody read those tips? Because my Chinese is a little rusty.
Yeah. And only one of us majored in Chinese. Come on.
What's funny is the word tips cancel post now are in English, but the
Yeah.
tips themselves
That is confusing.
that's confusing. I would guess this is a Chinese company, huh? Okay, nobody's following me.
Not yet.
Now, this is the thing you got to really watch out for. Sync contacts to find friends. That will give all my... See, this is so insidious because, well, what could be wrong with that? You're just finding friends. But what you're doing is giving TikTok literally the email address, phone numbers, and home addresses of everybody in my contact list. Maybe I better not do that.
No.
Now, I can also see other people in here, right? So let's add some people. Oh, find face. See, they really want you to give them stuff. That's the only way you could do it is if you add your contacts. Well, that's no good. That's no good at all. All right. Well, I think we've... Oh, and that's my special TikTok
code, so I could be your TikTok
Snapchat
friend.
used to do that, or still does that, right? That's kind of cool. And you scan that, and so I could go around school and say, be my friend.
So the internet is reflective of society, and all these apps are reflective of the internet. Like they're not like TikTok isn't bad. You're gonna find some bizarre content just like anywhere on the internet, but you're gonna find some great creative content too. There's a lot of people.
How carefully
who draw.
do they edit it?
They have human moderators,
Okay.
and that doesn't scale. So it really depends.
So not very well.
I think that about a year ago, I know a woman posted something on Medium that went a little bit viral about how you can find porn on Music. This was when it was back when it was Musical.ly. And
That
you can
Musical.ly
find-
that was a little bit of an issue with Musical.ly. I
Yeah,
think.
so you can find anything. I would say if your kids are under 13, watch them closely while they're doing it. Do this
From
with
now,
them.
I think what I'm going to share on TikTok is my queso recipes.
That's a good idea.
People love that, don't they? When you share your queso?
And if you have a kid that's like 8 or 9 or someone that's just wanting to use these apps, because that's the thing, like
8 or 9 is going to want to, right?
Yeah, and there's someone at school uses it, so they want to use it. So there's a few things.
And they lie. What they do is they say, I am
Right.
13. I was born in 1956.
Here are my tips
Yes.
for you all out there. First of all, there's 2 parts to privacy with kids. It's, and I think a lot of parents still focus on, well, who can see my kid? Like who can see, all these creepy people are watching my kid. I don't think that's the biggest thing, that's the biggest issue. I think the biggest issue is what can my kid see? And the answer is always everything.
I think they're both bad issues.
Yes, but I think we miss the other part sometimes.
Yeah. We maybe pay too much attention to the privacy issue.
Right.
And too little to the, whoa!
Yeah, both are important. And so you need to talk to your kids about what they might
Yeah, I
see.
think
And
you're right.
that's the important thing. And then, lock down their account.
Put them in a little room under the stairs for the next 18 years.
You can't do that.
You can't? Oh.
So, and the other big advice I have for parents to talk to their kids about, having had younger teens who posted things earlier and then maybe...
Did they get in a little trouble?
No. It can be cringy. Like it can be super cringy later.
For them to know that
yeah.
that stuff was out there.
Like, so your 8 or 9-year-old self, like singing to Musical.ly or whatever, your 13-year-old self is going to hate
So
you.
embarrassing.
Like, so that, and those things don't disappear. And so they're definitely like YouTube compilations of like cringy TikToks or cringy Musical.lys. They're all out there. So
And
that's,
imagine how humiliating.
yeah. So that is
that would
is
be.
a big thing to think about. What you think is cute at 8, 9, and 10 is totally cute, and your mom and dad will always think it's cute, but everyone else might you might not think it's cute.
There's a very sad story today about a British teen who was kind of seeing self-harm videos and pictures on Instagram and Pinterest, and then later killed herself, and her parents are blaming those social media sites for that. Do you think that's fair?
I don't.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is hard. Like, I do think
You
kids
can't-
are seeing more self-harm
They are,
stuff
but you
and more
also
drugs
can't,
and more
as a
everything.
parent, abrogate all responsibility and say, well, it's all their fault. I mean, you did have oversight, presumably, of the child and what they were doing and watching online. Of course, as a kid gets older, I don't know. It's
I mean, I would use that to advocate for more
controls.
Controls, but
Yeah.
I don't know what those controls look like. Again, it's like, Facebook can say like, oh, we have 2 million moderators making sure there's no self-harm videos, but like, how is that even possible? I don't think that's realistic.
Mark
So
Zuckerberg today it's the 15th anniversary of the first Facebook. When he was a student at Harvard, he wrote a post saying he now has more people working in safety than were employed. I can't remember what it was. But it was a big number. It's a giant number, and but I don't think humans can prevent this. When you have 2 billion users, there's no way. I mean, you'd have to hire 1 billion people to watch the users. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And so, I mean, just if you think about it, this is such a big problem, and it always has been. Like, if there are people, girls and boys alike, scrolling through a bunch of
This is actually a very funny TikTok. He's making sounds. He whistled, and his sister thinks it's her phone making the sound. He's making the alert sounds that her phone would make. Here, he's going to ping a glass. Now, there's also the risk that his sister is now going to kill him.
right, or that she's doing it with him. I think
Maybe she's playing along.
but yeah. So
4.7 million loves on that one.
that is good.
That seems significant number.
There's the things I love about TikTok is like, like you said, it's international. People look all, it's not filtered like Instagram. Like there are filtered, people with fake hair and fake bodies and whatever. But it's also, there's just a lot of regular looking people. And I think that's nice for people to see. People making funny videos.
It feels a little to me like, I understand the appeal of this stuff because you pick up your, totally understand this because I realized it once I took Instagram, Twitter, Facebook off my phone, that you pick up your phone and you want to kill some time. You want to be amused and entertained. And without those things, it's like, well, I don't want to look at my calendar. So you put it back down. And so I understand the desire for these quick hit entertainment features. I don't know. Do you think people learn stuff from that, or it's just kind of disposable entertainment?
I think there's a way in which you can learn how to be creative.
I know how to punk you with your phone alert sounds now.
Yes, exactly. There are a lot of drawing videos.
That's cool.
So
but they're
people like to
short.
watch-
How long? Are they 8 seconds? Is it like Vine was 8 seconds?
Well, yeah, sometimes they're connected, I guess. Or maybe they can be, I think that TikToks can
Can
be
be
longer. But
so that you could have here's the drawing. I think that's cool. I
Yeah.
like seeing stuff like that.
And, there's all kinds of arts, which I think you can learn from that. I think there's also all kinds of, like the regular world, there's all kinds of people
There's
that-
live streaming too.
Yes, that's the other issue. I think you've got to talk to your kids about live streaming.
Because you don't know what you're going to see. I don't know what I'm going to see right now. This guy, in fact, I probably shouldn't show it on the show, but this guy is live streaming his road trip.
Do you want to show it?
Well, I think it's harmless. He's just talking to people. It's and they're chatting with him. This looks so much like Periscope, even down to the hearts. I mean, this basically, there's nothing new under the sun, is there?
Yeah.
Before we get to
Instagram Live looks like that too.
yeah.
So
They all have exactly the same feature set, or somewhat similar anyway.
right. So anyone who depends on like, well, I'll just check my kid's phone to see later what they're doing or what they see. You can't. You don't know what they see, and it's confusing. And it's hard to talk to them about it because they don't want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think TikTok after 13 and lots of conversations about it.
Have a conversation, though, with your kids, but also yourself and family and friends and adults about TikTok. absolutely doesn't do anything until I add my contacts. You know, there's no easy way to find people. And so absolutely any kid who does this is the first thing they're going to do is share their contacts and their Facebook friends. And by doing that, I just want to emphasize this. You are, without their permission, giving all of that information about your friends, email address, phone number, address, whatever's in your contact list. These companies are now accessing all of that. They're getting it all. They download it. And in many cases, save it. And I think we've forgotten that is a huge breach, and it's you perpetrating it on your friends, on your closest friends, everybody in your contact list.